Welcome to the stream once more. I'm actually very thoroughly enjoying having Bad Snacks music going on. Welcome to the new year. Welcome to, a new year, new me, right? That's the classic trope, I guess. Let's just do a quick audio check here just to make sure that we are behaving as we should. Yeah, we can turn up that audio just a little bit on the music. And I think we are good to get going. So today we're going to do a follow-up on the last stream, where on our last stream we were working on, well, this. Just straight bullet hell. Imagine these are all bullets, and we're going to work on enhancing that and kind of keep working on it and improving. If you saw my community post, you saw that I was able to get that bullet count up to, I believe, like 4,000. And yeah, I'm surprised that like the FPS we can get and everything from this, it's much more efficient than I thought. That's for sure. And yeah, it's surprising. So this is our bullet spawner, right? It's just spawning a lot of bullets. We created a buffer. So differences between this stream and, or from where we're at now in the last stream, is I created a buffer array, and all this is doing is, oh, actually it's this one. It's storing these resource IDs for all the collisions. It's storing them into an array, and we're basically actively unloading and actively loading this buffer. So when we start, we basically declare a bunch of circle shapes for the physics server, and I believe that they're just instantiated, but they don't actually exist. This is something we're gonna have to test out to see if I might have messed up with, and it's just showing on the collision server. Because if I remember right, we can't see, yeah, we should be seeing the collision shapes, but we don't. Right now we don't have anything that screams, hey, I just got hit by a bullet. Instead, right now, we're just rendering the bullets. So we don't have any communication with these bullets or anything like that. In fact, if I just go ahead and let's stop this. Let's just do a test here real quick. Let's add a rigid body and add a child node. And we're going to give this a nice collision shape. Why are you complaining? Because there's no shape. Well, let's give this a big circular shape, and we're going to move this out from the spawn point. It would help if there wasn't any gravity. In fact, we could just make this kinematic. If I can find it. Where is it? We're going to want contact monitoring. We're going to bring this up. Let's bring it to 8. Am I losing my mind? I just want to make this kinematic freeze on. I think that'll work, right? Yeah, there we go. So there shouldn't be, if I know right, there shouldn't be any collisions between any of this. Shouldn't is the big word. Yeah, so right now there's nothing interacting at all. So we're gonna have to work on this detection system here. Ideally, how we'd set this up is that collision area will detect exactly what bullet hits it. That would be ideal. At the worst case scenarios, this is just referenced directly back to the bullet manager. If there's no way to distinguish these collisions, but I don't see any reason why we couldn't. Maybe we store that RID in the bullets themselves, Which, I mean, that is sword, or I guess the other way around. We'll have to take a look. There's a few ways we can do this. Alright, I think I had to turn myself down just a little bit there. And our music has disappeared. Why? Why you do this? Why you disappear? No, we're gonna pop this window out because the YouTube audio library is being difficult, just because it can be, which is normal. I should really just download these into a playlist and just kind of have them running, but yeah, definitely until we get our own music, we're just going to be using the YAL. Sorry, we don't have any way to detect these collisions, or at least nothing's happening right now. So let's create a new, not a child node, a new script. And let's just call this collision tester. And we're going to want to, how are we doing this? So we're declaring these as with the collision data, we're doing this as a collision shape, which is a, or is this a shape? So this gets us that RID right away, and that gets us the body. Oh, and we get the shape index and the local shape index. Ooh, okay. So we might be able to get something to work here, right? Now there might be an issue because we're doing this as like reverse. We're doing this in a reverse manner where this rigid body detects which body collided with it. We might have an issue when we're trying to release some of those things. We'll see, but let's just go ahead and we're just gonna print that RID. You know, we're just gonna print all of this, really. I just want to see what this screams, if anything at all. I should really just bring that speed up, but we'll just see the fountain of bullets expand. And the reason why it looks more sparse over time is because this is right now FPS limited. We're not, you know, calculating or creating more depending on how low the FPS is. But now I'm curious, are we going to collide? No. That is a problem. So for the shared area here, what collision layers are we running? We're running on 1-1. You cannot sleep. Oh, you know what? Okay, let's create a new scene. So let's go ahead and what am I doing? Where's the button? Save branch the scene. There it is. And we're going to do this as collider tester scene. Cool. And then we're going to delete that. We're going to create a new scene, and this is going to just contain that bullet manager, and it's going to contain that tester. And this is going to be our environment. Alright, cool. So let's run this and see if anything behaves. I really should just increase that speed. I think I'll do that, but first let's see if this does anything. Do we have any other collision properties here? Because we have body shape entered, right? But this isn't an area. If we go into the shared area, what if we take a look at body entered? Let's share that into bullet manager and let's see if this does anything. One of the two will work. Oh, you know what? Let's actually run the environment scene. Because something's telling me is because we're setting this as an area, it's detecting what it collides into. Which we're not seeing quite an FPS drop from just doing that line of code. But let's see what happens after this collision. If anything, nothing. Oh, wait a minute. We have an output. Huzzah! That's good. That's good. That means that some collisions are occurring. And because this is... Oh, that's a problem. That is a problem. So this only enters once. Interesting. Okay. So let's see here. Let's do this again, and we're gonna do just identify which one does what. I mean, again, ideally we'd remove that bullet, right? So remove that bullet, and then, well, no, because it's not going to be another collision. This is going to be very interesting. I mean, in theory, it doesn't have to be an area, but I'm not too sure what we're, what's ideal for us to do. Because in theory, right, we'd have, I mean, I guess we wouldn't be dumping this many bullets, but if we're trying to create hundreds of thousands of bullets, I'd rather get hit by hundreds of thousands of bullets if we can. Oh, okay, so that's working now. So we're going to want to do this. So this function is not useful to us. So we're going to have to change our structure, right? So our current structure is a mess. Flashbang incoming. Boom. Oh, I lied. Boom, flashbang. Okay. So we have our area 2D, so our bullet manager, and it's firing hundreds of bullets. We might have to create some sort of signaling between this and the thing it hits, but I guess we can have this summon a function where it does like some sort of overlap function. So, alright, that's interesting. Now, this isn't telling us which of our bodies collided. Unless that's a local shape index. Right? Because we're going to need that for everything. And actually, it does make more sense if this is handled by the bullet manager, because if we're going to start removing or offloading bullets and collision data, it's better if this manages all of that rather than having multiple objects try to access it. Granted, we could have them, you know, get some virtual function here, and we can manage all that, but I'd rather not if we don't have to. And this doesn't actually have the same problem of my original issue. The reason why I went that way is like I don't want 1,000 bullets detecting if they collide, but in this case it's one bullet manager detecting if it collides. Alright, so ooh, it's getting groovy. Yep, okay, so this is working. So alright, let's annotate here a little bit. So body, okay. So we know that body is what we hit. Body shape index is interesting. Okay. So body shape index is the index of what we hit. Now in this case it's 0 because we only have one body in the rigid body 2D. Got it. Is the RID we hit. The local shape index is our... Well, I wouldn't say RID. Is the shape, right? And this is our shape that collided. Because we're seeing that here, right? We're seeing body 3, body 44, 46, 21. All of these bodies hit. So now, okay. I'm wondering if queued for destruction. You know what? We're going to pull this out of that physics process, right? So let's pull our destruction queue. Let's pull that out. Here. And we're going to remove this at Alright, we're going to want to do this after all of this. And ideally this finding algorithm, because it starts, I'm assuming this starts from index 0. As we're running through this, even though it's finding the bullet, it should be occurring right away. And then what we can do is... So here, all we're going to want to do now is we're going to append a bullet. Now, how are we going to get this bullet? We're getting this local shape index. Local shape index is where? This is the RID. Okay. Where are we keeping shape index? That's being kept in... This is set area transform. Can we get that one? That's in shared area. Okay, this is definitely a lot of math here. If we do, well, do we have to go through that pathway? Or can we append? No, this should be the bullet index. And then we run the local shape index. All right, let's see if this works. So in theory, we should have destruction. What's going to happen is everything is just going to break and result in my own death. We will see here in a moment. I'm really liking this music. So let's see, does it get rid of it? Did I just see it delete them on the wrong side? Ah, it's deleting them in the wrong position. Wait, unless we're outputting these positions are wrong. No, they're getting deleted randomly. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay. So that doesn't work. Interesting. Okay. Why isn't that working? So, says shape transform. Bullets queued for destruction. Append bullet. What physics server functions do we have, right? So we have that local index. So if we go physics server 2D dot get what? Alright, does this return our RID, the one we need? Okay, so this in theory will pull our RID. So we'll have that local shape index, and then we'll have our RID, which is shared area. Yeah. Yeah, that's, well, I'm thinking, so we're not actually storing the RIDs anywhere, so we can actually set up a parallel array that runs alongside the bullets, and even the bullet buffer, right? If we run something that goes alongside this, we can have that run, where is it? We can have that run here, so when they're queued for destruction, right? Where would we have that set? Yeah, we'll figure it out. But for now, I'm just trying to get this so it behaves. So this will get us to RID, right? Yeah, so we'll need another variant of RIDs, which is also an array. This could just be of resource IDs. What? What'd I do? What'd I do? Oh, that's what I did. So these two will be paired, and these two will be paired. And I'm thinking, right, so we just run these so their indexes are still the same. And then that way, when we're pulling things back into RID buffer, we can put the bullets back in the bullet buffer as well, rather than them having to be active the whole time. So let's see here, RID buffer and then bullet buffer. Dot append, and then we'll do. We'll probably have to do a temporary bullet here. I'd rather not, but. you know, we'll just do this for now. We're not going to set any of the properties because we can actually set the properties when we're adding it to the queue. So yeah. So here in the RID buffer, instead of just erasing the bullets, we're going to do bullet buffer dot append. Then we'll append the bullet directly to there. And then that RID, it'll automatically be dispatched once it's done being used. So that's not what we're worried about. And then add collision data. Alright, we're gonna want to run it like this, right? Yeah, because these two basically work hand in hand with each other the whole time. So I do not feel bad about this getting pulled out. Maybe not. Alright, so if RID buffer is equal to 0, and then we're going to do var bullet, right? We're not going to establish anything with that. So if our buffer is 0, we're going to make that a new bullet. We're going to have a new resource ID. So we're going to or I guess I lied, right? This is, I don't know, this is a RID. Yeah, that returns an RID, so we're good on that. So we're gonna take this, Alright, I think that should work now. We shouldn't get any leaks. So, alright. So if our buffer size is 0, then we're going to create a new bullet. We're going to create a new resource ID. And you know what? I think erase is just the same thing, right? Oh, I guess erase just as the first occurrence. Oh, wait, you're right. I'm gonna leave it. Oh, wait, yeah. I'm gonna leave it just in case something somehow gets put in a different spot in the buffer. You're right, thank you. I did that wrong. I'm gonna leave this here though, because in the event something gets injected in front of this, I don't think that should happen. But if this is doing a search, the first index it finds will be that, but I guess this could be... Remove that would be more efficient, but I'll leave that like this for now and see if we get any bugs. This should be relatively bug-free compared to removing that, so we'll see if that works. And then that's good. That should be fine. Because yeah, we're still filling in these values, right? So we can have like some sort of helper function here that somebody can override for their own manager to work. And honestly, I might rename all this so they're not bullets, but we'll see. For now, we're just running bullets to see if this works. Now, will this crash? No, it doesn't. Let's see what happens once we start removing indices. And then I'll add a breakpoint once it collides with this. And I'm hoping things behave. Our FPS is higher. It's actually, it feels like it's higher for sure, but I don't know. We'll have to see. Oh, right. We didn't change the removing function. So we're getting the shape ID. So what we're going to do is oh, right, because we're not actually adding to the RIDs, right? So where we're adding to bullets, we're adding to the bullets array. Here we go. Bullets.append RIDs dot append. So once we do that, and yeah, we'll do that. And then when we're in our destruction queue, and then RID buffer dot erase, or no, RIDs. Hopefully this works now. I'm hoping. I'll probably add to this label output some more code. Delio, were you talking about the labels? Were you talking about like just the FPS counter and stuff? What are you possibly removing? body gets shape. No, that's not what we want. Alright, maybe this will behave now. Maybe. Hello, Andy. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Alright, come on. Let's see this work. It's not going to work. Oh, it's just deleting whatever it feels like. Well, that's not fun. Man. Alright, well, I definitely tried to make this work. That's for sure. Alright, it looks like we're removing... Definitely removing not the right thing. So let's run this until we get that collision. There's a reason why I call this optimization hell. Because when you're trying to optimize this much, the dumbest things go wrong. I don't even know why it's just trying to, like, erase everything. Oh, man. This will be fun. But definitely our FPS is better when we're starting things out. Okay, so, what are you doing? Local shape index is 43. Oh no, this is the same value. What? Oh, because find gets us an integer. No, that's not what we want. Oh yes, that is what we want. Yeah, this is definitely, like, trying to get this to correlate properly is very much interesting. Because what we're doing here is we're going through each and every bullet, right? So I is the bullet that we're getting. Let's, for debugging, let us go ahead and say var c bullet equals bullets at index. Current RID equals RIDs at index. And then what we should see is that be paired together. Something tells me that they're not. But definitely putting the bullets in a buffer too helped out for sure. And we haven't got any crashes yet, so it seems to be coherent in some way. Okay, so let's see here. I cannot see the properties of that. Oh, yes, I can. See, they have the same shape ID. And this right here, this is already how we can get that bullet, right? We can already get that bullet information, but why isn't this paired? Position. You know what? Let us... what's this position that we have here? Can I copy this? Copy value. Alright, so it collided here. Okay, so that's where it's collided. So that's that bullet there. Okay. So we have the collision. The collision's working. It has pulled up the right bullet. Right? So... Index 42. So local shape index 42 and index 42 are the right thing. So let's... Delio, let's follow what you said. And actually, let's... Oh, you know what? No, that should be fine. We're appending... After the bullets have been removed? I mean... Alright, index 28. Well, that's... Okay, yeah, Delio, I'm getting what you're saying. That's why I'm right here in this append. We're trying to move that. So we're adding to the destruction queue. We're adding a specific bullet. So we're pulling bullets 43. Right? We're pulling that directly into there. Oh, you think we have to remove them both? Oh, I'm also not removing... Oh, that should be fine. Because this is correlated, right? Because both of these should be... Yeah, these are both the... Yeah, all these are the right sizes. Wait. Let's actually run the environment, question mark? Because this breakpoint shouldn't run. Oh, whoa. What? What? Wait, what? Yeah, no, it'll run when it prints. Okay, let's... Is local shape index offset by 1? That's weird. That's really weird. If it's just that, that is interesting. I don't understand why that would happen, but I feel like I shouldn't overthink it. Oh, no, it's off again. Now it's... What? Why is it off by 1 one way and it's off by 1 the other? I mean, that shouldn't really matter, right? Well, see, this is why we're converting it, right? So we're taking this local shape index, which can be a value. So in this case, that's value 29. Well, we are getting the RID, or the index of it in RIDs, so RID's index, we're getting that value. So this, the translation between this and this should be the same. Does that make sense? Like, CRID should be the same. Should. That's the key word. So I don't think this is relevant because, yeah, that's why I'm running this code here, because that local shape index might be completely different than index. That's why we're using index to find it. Right, so we're taking this index value from the RID's find. So we're finding which index this RID is. That goes into here. Well, it's not out of range, or it would have crashed, right? Oh, that's right. Okay, I see what you mean. No, sorry, I'm just trying to think about this. So the reference ID, that shuffles around constantly. That shuffles around constantly. Yeah, here we're shuffling it. We're shuffling it here in this spot of the code. Right, so we're getting the bullet's position, we're setting the origin to the bullet's position, and then we're getting the shape index. I think because we're shuffling it, we're not pairing this properly here. I'm guessing that's what's going on. Because, right, we're shuffling it around. Even though they should be the same, right? Those indices might be swapping. That's just what I'm wagering. Because we're not reinforcing that parity there. No, that wasn't it. All right, so yeah, we'll do that breakpoint then. So, what's this? What is the radius of this rigid body? I think that'll work. Let's see. And 109, how I got that value is, that's the body's radius, and that's the bullet's radius, combined +1. It would help if I ran the right scene. Let's set this as... We'll set that as default scene here in a second. In theory, this should work now. What? Alright, because index and local shape index aren't the same. I mean, should we just run this as local shape index? Should I really be overthinking this? Oh yeah, because I guess we have the parity, right? I might just be overthinking this, honestly. No, that's still giving me the same problem.
right, let's go ahead and clean this up a bit, right? So we know that spamming is just working, right? So let's go into the ready function here. Or let's go to spawn bullet. Excuse me. Oh, wait a minute. That's not going to do it. Well, regardless, we're going to have to run this anyways. So let's see if this is... are you rotated? That shouldn't be going left. Why are you going left? Yeah, what? Okay, first off, my rendering is completely off. Yeah, see, it's deleting random spots. Alright, well, first let's fix that rendering issue so we actually know what's going on. What? So it might have just been a rendering issue? But now why is it not deleting them? Alright, let's bring up the bullet speed by a ridiculous amount. So that might have just been a rendering issue that I was having, but let me see. Let's bring that speed up to 20. It's doing the same thing. Alright, yeah, let's go ahead and not spawn them as often. Let's first not do this. I think we're actually spawning more bullets than the physics engine can handle clearing. Okay, let's bring this down to every couple of frames, right? So oh wait, we're already doing this. Oh, what are we doing? Oh, okay, here we go. What? I guess we're running at like 1,000 FPS, so... Alright, that's a lot more well-behaved. Now, when you enter, what's going to happen? Nothing. Why are you guys getting deleted? What? I'm wondering if it's still a rendering issue. Right? Because we're trying to optimize for this, but we're getting like such... I mean, you're getting deleted. What? Well, the buffers are at least staying consistent. That's nice. Yeah, right? It feels like it's just deleting whatever it feels like. The first one works, right? But then now it's... What? And see, now it's just trying to delete index 3. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. Bruh. 6. What is going on? So the bruh, first off, the bruh is working. Second, why? Alright, let's do that pause on bruh. Distance is 254 pixels. Okay. So right now we have 17 bullets in the scene, and we are now referencing... Why is index -1? Why is this dude? Man, I love chasing these things. Spoiler alert, I don't. Why is this -1? Why you do this? So it's saying it couldn't find the index of this RID. It's interesting that this didn't crash. But it should. When we get this local shape index, we should be able to get this shape. So we can't find this shape and it returns -1. So our local shape index is 8. So in RIDs, position 8 is 576. Is that paired with you? Yes, it is. Okay. So we're just gonna... Okay, so... that allegedly should be working now. So we're not trying to find it. We're just assuming this shape index is correct. That's weird that it's correct, but I'm not going to judge it right now. So Bro will fire if it tries to remove something that's not the right one. I think I might have fixed it just by doing that. So we're just trusting the local shape index to be correct. Oh. Am I losing my mind? Did I just see that? Alright, am I crazy? Or did it just decide to stop spawning? I think it decided to stop spawning. I think it's working now. So let's bring the spawn rate up. To every 500 frames. True, I can. No bros. I think we might have fixed it. Yeah, that's true. I have a feeling that once there's that many collisions, it starts breaking. Oh. Yep. Oh my god, the distance value. The distance value is hilarious. That's Alright, let's just do 110. I think that might have just been a hair off. That's funny. See, when there's that many... Okay, that one was definitely the wrong value. Alright, let's bring this spawn rate down. Let's bring it to every, like, 150 frames. Because this is on the area entered. I think we just need to do while we're colliding. Because once we watch this density go up, and then it'll... That's what I'm thinking. Let me see here. And it's area, right? We're checking our own area here. So let's... Because we have, or sorry, I don't. So we have body shape entered, body entered, and we're using area body shape entered. Let me see what other functions we have, because I'm thinking we might have to just manually use the area 2D to check. So let's go into our physics function here. Oh, wait. This doesn't have a collision override. Yeah, let's do, what's it called? I just pulled it up. So this is just going to release all the bodies that we're colliding.
It's like, okay, we can detect if we're colliding with it, but I need to see what the best way is for us to see which bullets are colliding. What does Area 2D extend? It inherits Collision Object 2D. I'm thinking we're going to have to go into the physics engine even further. I'm thinking that's what we're going to have to do. Yeah, because this isn't really anything that useful. But we might be able to use the get overlapping bodies. So let's go into that physics engine. There's a physics server. Let's see what functions we have here. Because it might also just be the collisions on the body itself that received it. Such a very unusual issue. Yeah, okay. It's just let's go into our collision tester. Let's just crank this up to 50. I don't know if this actually does anything with it. I don't know, maybe. Because it kind of seemed like that was like kind of the limit of... Oh, that might have been it. Let's just bring it down to like 1. I didn't do anything. Okay, but then let's... Right, and then this should just start failing completely. Oh, no, it's actually working now. I don't know why, but it's working. Obviously, like, once it's already entered, it's kind of like, whatever. Although... I am worried about it just deleting whatever it feels like. I haven't had a broad trigger, so that's good. mean, we could do some parity checks to see if things are behaving. I'm hesitant to say this, but I think it's actually working. And when I mean hesitant, I mean I'm really hesitant to say this. Because we can effectively... So if we go into the bullet manager... and we give these bullets a random speed... right? And then we print out the speed. Right? So when those first ones collided, we should have been getting, yeah, like really high speed values. So we are able to retrieve like specific values from the bullets. Alright, we got a bruh. We got a bruh moment. And we got a bruh moment again. Ah! Why? Is it because we're reusing those RIDs? Well, no, because we're colliding. I'm really struggling to wrap my head around this right now. Why isn't this working? Like, there's no reason why these collisions shouldn't be behaving the way that they are. I really feel like I am completely missing it. I also never changed my message. Oh, what'd I do? Hold on. Why'd you decide to do that? Oh no. But like, yes and no on the speed part, because it's like, there we go. Let's change that text to probably yes. I don't think it's because we're summoning that fast. Big text, yeah, I know. Big text incorporated. For what? Are you reading like the source code from something else? Alright, we're gonna do this the old-fashioned way. this isn't going to actually work. We'll fix this here in a second. Because we're going to be, well, it should work, right? No, it won't work, because it's going to be backwards. How do we do this again? I forgot how to manually do for loops in Godot. Jeez. Okay, that is extremely loud. Well, let's turn that down a little bit. All right, there we go. Yeah, here we go. Does this work? I forgot how to do this in GD scripts so much. Why is this escaping me so much here? Okay, I think we just do a range. Okay, yeah, so there's just a reverse range. Oh my, I'm just dying over here. Okay, let's do this the right way. So for I in range, instruction dot size, 0, -1. Oh, and then we're going to remove at I. Right? Am I behaving? Am I doing this right? No, I'm not. No, that just brings us back to how we were. Oh, my brain's just breaking on this. No, now we're just back to where we were like 5 seconds ago, just with a manually designed for loop. Yeah, let's just undo all this. Oh, you know what? It's also because I didn't subtract this by 1. Yeah, this doesn't work. I am very sus about this erase function doing what I want it to do. Right? Am I crazy to think that? Well, no. No, it's doing what it's supposed to. I think. Because there did it again. So it printed out the speed of what, 29? And our current index is 9. Should I... Let's create a separate function. Because I'm wondering if instead of doing, where was it? That destruction, we go destroy bullet, see bullet, right? If we do that, it should just find, huh? Oh, I didn't capitalize it. It should just find it. In theory. So I'm wondering if somehow when we're requeuing things get swapped. Oh, there we go again. Alright, so let's see here. And yeah, the documentation for the physics is just crazy. Try setting the speed very fast consistency. What? What do you mean very fast consistency? Alright, the shape ID ends at 745, right? We don't have any index value here or anything like that. That might be something we have to store as its own index value. But okay, so we are adding to the RID buffer. We're appending this. RID. So if we go to the buffer, no, our buffer's, it's massive. Let's, okay, so we're trying to erase. So here, let's go to RIDs. 745 is 0. Is it pulling just index 0? Is that what it's breaking? I don't think we got a bur on the output. No, we didn't. Alright, so local shape index is 3. Okay. Then our bullet ends in 933. So you're ending in 933. Alright, let's enter. Alright, so you have 933. I'm wondering if instead is this working? Oh. Let's go back into here. Oh, let's run this in environment. Let's offset this. I'm not sure what is going on with that, so it's just weird. I don't know why they're changing index. Well, no, because they're removing that index once it collides. So why isn't it consistently removing that index? What if we just pass index? Right? So if index does not equal -1, bullets dot erase. No, we're gonna do remove at index. Oh, whoops. Let's undo. That should just fix it, right? I would just imagine, because we're just passing the index value in. Oh, we had one escape. Let's also bring this down, make it dramatic. And I think we can actually bring back that spawn variation. It'll be a little more obvious if something with a race was just not behaving. There's that spawn bullet. Man, this is trying to just optimize something is just such a pain because I just end up breaking everything else. Let's do speed equals speed direction.
Oh yeah, we're getting them randomly deleting themselves again. Oh, let's bring that speed back to just like a consistent. We'll just do 100. And then we're gonna do this again. I don't know if it's deleting them randomly or not. Yeah, it is. Alright, so it's not the index, so it's just something here that's just breaking. So area get shape. Something about area get shape is breaking everything. Returns the RID of the shape with the given index. Okay, so this converts shape index, local shape index, into RID, given an area. Okay, that makes sense. The index of the shape of the area where the other area entered or exited. This is starting to just break my brain. Yeah, I'm not sure where we're quite missing this. Optimization is definitely hell. I'm wondering if we go back without the buffer. Where are you? So we set this back up to vector2.up. Why is it just deleting them in bulk? Oh, you know what? That must be the ones that hit the edge of the border. I'm definitely wondering why we're getting these weird bugs. Alright, let's not pass index anymore. See, this is just so much faster, though. That's the thing. Like, this is... Like, we're running at 1200 FPS, right? I mean, granted, we're just using that buffer, but... I was just trying to see if we can get this to like, behave how it's supposed to, and it is now. Right? I'm just wondering if there's a better way to do this. Like, currently as this stands, I'm not getting that bug. Like, at all. And we got callbacks to work. You know, as long as we're not sending 1,000 bullets all overlapping. Which is weird. I'm sure if you like added some sort of iframes that would help with that. So you disable this collision here for the bullets entirely, and then you reapply it once those iframes are over. So even if that iframe is literally 1 frame or 0, you're recasting that body, so it should collide with another object. I mean, I think it's behaving now, at least. Somewhat. Alright, let's bring that buffer down. Let's bring that down to 0. Or let's just bring that down to 1, right? And I want to see if this causes it to break. Let's also print the distance. Yeah, I think queuing for destruction was causing a lot of issues. So instead of queuing it for destruction, it's behaving now. Alright, let's bring that buffer size up. Actually, let's not even do that. Let's just force it to overload the buffer. Alright, so now we sent a bunch off to go hit that world border. And then now they're going to go through the... Oh, there we go. So it has something to do with... what's it called? It has something to do with this queue. Alright, I redid it here, but regardless, it's... Oh, am I doing this dumb? I think I might be doing this dumb because we're reusing the bullets. Wow, I just realized that. Where is that? Here. I never reset any of this. So that's that bug, which was something I didn't even think about. So that explains why things were just like getting like reset constantly. So now let's overload this again. Right, so these should all just blast right past. Okay. We're back to our lower rate. And once they hit the edge, which they will in a second, it did it again. Then we go, where were we? Alright, let's spam it. So they should just start shooting past. Why do you do this? Okay, that's like marginal. Also doing like some sort of array manipulation. Because that's what I can think of is... Are we doing any sort of manipulation up here in that clearing? Which is a weird bug, right? We're destroying bullet. This works seemingly fine, but the erase function is what's breaking it. Alright, so here we're queuing for it, right? So if bounding box has point... Alright, so if it's outside of our bounding box, where the bullet's over its max lifetime, we're going to append to our destruction queue the bullet. And then we're going to continue, thus effectively ignoring this index. So we have 1, 2, skip a few, then we're at 4. Right? Oh, wait a minute.
So, okay, let's say we skip 3. Then we remove number 3 from the queue. So we want to skip 3 onto 4. What if we just destroy it outright? Will this crash? And actually, we can pass the index directly. This should... No, that should crash. So let's make this reverse. Where's our reverse for loop? We're doing that here, right? Yeah. Alright, so this is working how it's supposed to. It's very consistent now. Like, oops. I guess I was just removing. Oh. Weird. We're resetting lifetime now, so we don't have to worry about that. And then when we're destroying it, here's another thing. When we destroy the bullet, quote unquote, we can set that lifetime back to 0 before we reappend it to the buffer. I don't think that's actually a problem, because when we pull it from the buffer, we're setting its lifetime to 0. No, we just had the error. Damn it. Now we wait. It's such a weird Godot bug. I don't know if it's with Godot or my programming. Buffer's staying at like what, 30, 31? such a weird bug. Okay, so now you're saying... I'm gonna pull this off screen just so I can watch. Yeah, that deletes the wrong one. What's the body we're colliding with? I'd say we're colliding with that. Unless... Unless we're like setting the transforms wrong? Oh wait, we are. We are adding duplicates. Right, we're setting the data of the shape, then we're adding the shape. I'm wondering if this is causing that issue. Right, because, okay, we're at area add shape, we're adding to our shared area this collision shape in temporary transform. Are we removing this at any point? Right, because we're creating a new RID. Oh, whoops. Excuse me. Oh, that gets an RID. No. I want the... Oh, wait, yeah, that returns the index. That's not what I want. I wonder if that's causing duplicates. Because we're adding the shape multiple times. And it's just causing like some back and forth thing of something. I'm not exactly sure. Like it's confusing the physics engine. Because I could see that, right? So now if we spam. Alright, cool. And then... So now we're going to send a bunch out of bounds. And we're setting that index, right? We're tracking which index we're removing now. Because that was originally not doing that. Our buffer is climbing back up. I think that was our issue, is we were having multiple instances of those RIDs. Because we weren't affirming with the physics engine to remove those RIDs from being used. Yeah, I think I got that. So, sweet. Alright, let's make sure this is actually behaving. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to bring this spawn time down to 20. And then we're also going to re-add that random direction. And I'm thinking that's going to work now. If I can find it. Yeah, I think that might have actually fixed it. So let's go and add the from angle, and then we're just going to do rand f times pi. Or, you know, it could just do nothing. Why are you deciding now not to collide? Why did you just decide that collisions are just not what you're going to do? Yeah, what? It hasn't collided once. What? Is it because we're creating too many? What? Eh? What's going on? Why is this now just broken? What did it... What? What? Why aren't you moving? You know, I'm gonna be honest, if I knew what was going on, I'd say something. I have zero idea why this has just decided it was gonna break. That's so weird. But I have something to do now. Let us say, instead of destroying the bullet, let's comment out the destroy bullet function. What? 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 Why did that do a thing? How are we calculating its position out? What? You know how confused I've been getting? More so. Oh, let's do. This is actually driving me insane. Why is it now just deciding not to collide? Alright, whoops, I wanted... What? I am so confused as to what is going on now. Just somehow I keep magically just breaking this more and more. What an engine.
Alright, now this has just got me more confused.
Somehow the rendering is still, like, offset from the collisions.
Like, that makes sense, but why was that an issue earlier? Oh, wait. I could have just been going insane this whole time and it was just working the whole time. No, that wouldn't have been an issue. No, we're not going to set the rotation. No, because then that wouldn't have worked. So no, this was an actual issue. Just a lot of dumb ones, huh? Alright, those collisions are working again. Then when we free everything, we should be fine. Ideally, we should be fine. Right? Right. Well, yeah, buffer's backed up, and we haven't had any issues. Our FPS counter is, I think it's still pretty good. And we'll leave that rendering as it is. I'm not going to overthink that. But I might have overcomplicated this for no reason, because I added that rotation. Let's go back to... because we were having some issues with it, but I might have just been going crazy. Where are we spotting these bullets? Let's go ham. Oh. It's deleting them in random spots again. Alright, when we're removing a bullet, destroy bullet, remove shape. The thing is, it seems to be leading at the right. So we're not getting any that aren't deleting the right one, right? Excuse me. Okay, so that should work now. So we should be outputting the last 10. Maybe. Okay. Oh, I is just the actual thing. Alright. That saves me time. Why is position so off? Where's that draw transform process? I think that's here, right? Yeah, let's set this before we set the transform. Oh geez, okay, let's bring that scale down a little bit. Yeah, it's removing the ones at the wrong spots. And it seems like it's like 1 in every 10. Oh, let's do this again, but let's set that transform here and then here. Right, like all these are colliding how they're supposed to. And we just get the occasional one that just decides, yeah, I'm gonna get deleted over here. And like, I'm trying to see if there's any correlation, like, between, yeah, one of these getting pushed from out here, but they're not collided. It's like the solver is bugging out. Do we have these set to random speeds, or no? They're all set to the same speed. Let's vary their speeds and see if they're still doing it at the right positions. So in our spawn function, let's set that speed. Because yeah, if the buffer size is 0, we're going to create a new shape, right? Otherwise, and we're going to create a new bullet. Otherwise, we're going to use from our buffer bullet. There's no reason why we shouldn't be removing these from 0. They're pulling them from 0, so there's no reason why that shouldn't be happening. Let's restart this. Let's see if we're still having that issue after that change. We are, okay. I want to argue more so, but I don't know. That could just be the time of me restarting this. Yeah, okay, I think it was just the timing. And then what were we doing? We were... I completely forgot already. Is there anything else we can affirm? Oh, right, we're going to change the speeds and see if... Because, yeah, these seem to be colliding, like, relatively, like, as if we were colliding in this area. So let's take its speed. Right, so we're going to get a wild amount of speeds. Okay, so it's just choosing the wrong index. Let's bring that speed down. I think that's a little drastic. Yeah, because it is choosing ones that are well outside the bounds. So we have callbacks working. That's so weird. I'm wondering if this has something to do with the physics engine, or if it's something else to do with the. Yeah, I'm not sure. This is definitely just hell trying to dig around trying to find this. Because we're getting those collisions just straight up where we're just not supposed to. And it's not like we're referencing the wrong one, you know, it's not like the one that we want to pull is just continuing. Unless... Oh no, you know how much of a delay that would have to be? I was gonna say, unless it gets like reused in the buffer. When we're appending, we're adding it to the end of the list, and we're pulling from the front. So, are we manipulating local shape index in any way? When we're adding shapes here, but here we're just setting it, right? We're pulling a specific index, we're setting its position and transform. So we're saying, okay, shape 0, you are going to take the transform of the bullet's position. I know like affirming this much is just slowing things down, but if we can get the bug nailed out, we can kind of strip down and re-optimize. RIDs at I is going to equal right, that's kind of just reaffirming it again. No, even after we reaffirm it, we're still having that issue. So it doesn't matter how many times we reaffirm it and in what way, we're still getting the same issue. That is very weird. I think this might be an engine bug. I can't imagine anything else. I mean, unless us... Well, no, because if we're queuing for destruction, that's pulling on the other thread. And granted, we're adding a ridiculous amount of these, but that shouldn't have ever been a problem, right? Unless that's some sort of bug where if it's added on the same frame of being removed.
We are also doing this in process instead of physics process. Let's pull this down. Let's pull this down here too. And let's just have it spawn every frame. I'm wondering if... Nope, that's not it either. Because as of this point, we have completely eliminated like any possible like discrepancy. Like we're passing. Yeah, it's getting worse now. It's just pulling random ones entirely. The only other thing I can think of is possibly by creating a custom RID class, if that's even a thing we could do. Oh. Why are we running at like 5 FPS now? What? Is it really because of this, like... I can't imagine that's causing that much delay. Maybe it was. But it is just pulling just the wrong bullet entirely. But yeah, it's not like it's colliding through here, right? The physics engine is actually thinking the wrong bullet gets hit? Unless, because of the shuffling... I mean, I did literally just copy someone else's code to like first create this, but I'm wondering if this shuffling of setting transforms, because they're not paired before this point, I'm wondering if that's causing the issue. Yep, like I said, there's a reason why I was calling this optimization hell. I think I'm going to continue working on this off stream. I think I'm going to go ahead and rewrite all this code. I know we didn't really do much, but I was just trying to get this to work in the first place, but I think I'm going to redo this and see. I'm going to go step by step and redo it instead of just following, you know, what somebody else did. And I'm going to see if I can somehow code out this bug, because yeah, we're getting drastically wrong units. It's very interesting. We'll definitely have to come back and work on that. Because I can't think of any other reason other than just there's some fault with how we're going through all the transforms. I'm not sure. I'll have to look into the physics server and see how that works a little better. Because there's something here that's going on. Because I'd really like to use this. It'd be really, really preferable to,
run using this rather than
having thousands of nodes in the tree. Because this is already like much more performant than what I have going on in the game. It's just we're getting that weird bug, and honestly, I'm just trying to bloat this code more than anything else. And yeah, I'll see if I can. I'll see what else I can do for this. Because it's close. It's close.